ABVE is currently up over a whopping 500% on the week alone, but can it go ahead and extend even higher and test the $10 levels in the upcoming weeks, or is this a ticker which is overextended and we'll be heading back down to the dollar levels next week? What's up, trading friends? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing ABVE from three different perspectives: the why, the what, the where. The why is going to be one of the most crucial things which we discuss when it comes to penny stock trading, because at the end of the day we need to analyze exactly why is this ticker up so much and whether or not these gains are sustainable, or is it just going to be giving back these gains in the upcoming weeks and we need to stay away from it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Then we talk about the what, which is going to be the stock analysis, short interest, dilution information, float, what else? Institutional ownership, all these goodies which we talk about, and then we'll talk about the where, which is going to be where to get in, where to get out. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what is the why? So when it comes to the why, guys, the company announced that they're going to be having a merger with Palm Global, and they're going to be moving into asset tokenization. So it says, above food ingredients, shares jumped 170 on Friday. The Canadian D-SPAC agri-tech firm extended its rally following this week's merger deal, and with Palm Technologies moving to real-world asset tokenization and stablecoin insurance. Now, for those that don't know what real-world asset tokenization is, it's pretty much an NFT. Okay, it's pretty much NFT. It's pretty much things turning into an NFT, right? And contracts being done through, Web3 or crypto, and that's really what it is, right? There's a couple of companies that I think they do this. They have this real world asset tokenization, and they have like stablecoin insurance and stuff like that. And they're usually cryptos. Okay, they're usually, majority of them are crypto coins. So us getting access to potentially diversifying our portfolio into something like a real world asset tokenization through the stock market, it's amazing, right? It really is amazing. So it says elite world asset tokenization and stablecoin insurance backed by access to over $1.5 trillion in AA and AAA rated sovereign asset through partner Promax United. The deal provided transformative and immediate uplift in above food balance sheet through Palmogo 30% ownership of PPI and its $350 million valuation of gold-based assets. So overall, the catalyst is there, okay? The catalyst is there for us. So we're going to go over here and put the breaking news as good. Right now, let's talk about volatility. So, the company has a 200 million market cap, and this is, mind you, this is after it's gone on a freaking pretty much 10x rally, right? It was sitting at 35 cents. Now it's sitting at $3, right? So pretty much a 10x move, right? So with that said, with a $200 million market cap, it is going to be a little bit harder for the stock to be volatile. So we're going to put its volatility as okay. Anything sub 200 million, I usually put it as good. Anything sub 100 million, I usually put it as amazing. And 200 million plus, that's going to fall under okay, all right, for us. Now, the next thing which we want to talk about is going to be, again, at the end of the day, this is a stock market company, okay? And when it comes to stock market companies, it's important for you guys to remember that we're trading the stock, we're not trading the company, right? And the stock is on the company and the company is on the stock. And there are certain things that are good for the company that are detrimental to the stock, right? And for example, dilution being one of them. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to anticipate whether or not ABV is going to have some form of public offering, direct offering, or whatnot. And the first thing which we want to look at when it comes to anticipating dilution and anticipating whether or not a company is going to have an offering is going to be analyze if they need to do so, right? Analyze if they need to do so, right? So let's talk about the company's finances. So when it comes to the company's finances, this is actually a company that is cash flow positive. You heard that right. They're cash flow positive. So they're actually bringing in money. That's right. So their overhead supply, their overhead, not their overhead, their what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Their overhead cost is pretty much covered. Okay, so for that we're gonna put their finances amazing. Now the next thing we're going to look at is going to be history of dilution, right? Historically, this company hasn't diluted much, and their overhead supply right now is low as well. So for us, I think the likelihood of them diluting is actually very, very low. So we're gonna put it as amazing as well. Now it doesn't mean it's impossible. Remember, the stock has gone on a freaking 10x rally, so it does. If even there's a hint of opportunism in the company's leadership team, they could go ahead and rug it easily at these levels, and it would still be like down to like $2 or $1.50ish, right? And they're like, well, look, the stock still grew a 5x from 30 cents to $3, right? Or not $3 to $1.50, right? So it could be something that's possible. So we're gonna move this actually down to good instead of amazing. Because of how much the stock is up right now, right? Next thing we're going to talk about is going to be institutional ownership. So institutional ownership of ABV is sitting at 2.4%. Nothing too major. We're going to put that as bad. Anything sub 10% for me is bad, right? Now let's talk about short interest. What have the shorts been doing when it comes to ABV? So let's go to Ortex. Let's see, ABVE. Short is up 34% the past trading day, and the past week is up 453%. Okay, so clearly the shorts have it out for ABV, and they believe that it's gonna come down. Okay, now this is not good. Okay, this is not good. When shorts out to the position, that means they do believe that a stock is overextended. However, when it comes to ABV, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think it's that overextended. I think that next week we could easily see the test of this $3.50 levels again. Now, are we gonna see $4 and $4.40, $4.50? That's a little bit harder to predict, just because of the volatility of the ticker, right? And I think that going back to what I was saying, it has done a 10x move, guys. It has done a 10x move, right? And for me, I think it's overextended, right? And again, remember, right? One of the things which I take pride in is being a conservative trader. Now, you guys may be like, why would you take pride in being a conservative trader? Because, that's how you become a profitable trader, right? Trading is already so risky that your number one job as a trader is to mitigate risk, right? It's to lower risk, lower risk, lower risk, lower risk, lower risk all day long, right? And I think that when it comes to trading, so many people think that more risk equates to more reward, but the reality is that that's not how things work, right? The consistency equals profitability, right? And depending on why you're trading, you have different goals when it comes to your trading, right? For me, I trade for a living, right? I trade for a living. That's why I have a freaking, 80% win rate, right? There's a reason why the past 3 months we've had let me go over here. We've had a closer to 90% win rate, right? The past 3 months, which we've done the 10K account challenge. Now, why, right? Why does this matter, right? Because trading riskier plays, right? I've realized that trading riskier plays is really just, it's if you're trading for fun, yes, it's fun, but I would rather go ahead and trade something that, offers a maybe lower upside, but a more definite upside. And this is what I always tell you guys, right? The number one thing that's turned me profitable has been understanding that it's a lot easier to get 10 different stocks to give me 10% each than one stock to give me 100%. And, if you're someone who's lost money, right? If you're someone who's in the red, you need to adapt to the strategy that I'm using, which is small gains, but consistent gains, right? Because if you're red right now, and this is the biggest misconception when it comes to trading, right? And making your money back that you lost. Maybe right now you're down 10 grand. Maybe right now you're down 50 grand. Maybe right now you're down hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I'm here to tell you, you're not going to make back that money the same way you lost it. You're not going to make it back by forcing your way through the markets. You're not going to make it back fast. Right now, the amount of money that you're down, you need to think of it and visualize yourself as if you're in quicksand. When you're in quicksand, the faster you try to move, the more you're going to sink. So you need to think, and you need to strategize, and you need to move slow. You need to break things down and go, okay, well, what is my next move going to be? And all your moves need to be proactive, not reactive. Proactive, not reactive. What does that mean? That means you don't see the sticker moving up and say, I'm buying it. No. You enter with limit orders, okay? Now listen, if you're someone who's in the similar situation that I just described, right? Who's been getting their ass whooped in the markets, check out our community, okay? Check out our community. Our community comes with a 7-day free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. We already have over 400 members coming back month after month. And the reason why they're coming back is because they're making money, okay? It's because they're making money. It's that simple. Maybe pause it and read some of these. This is literally like last week, Thursday. All the red was me being greedy. Other than that, thanks everyone for making it green. Huh? Literally, imagine if this red didn't exist, we would have kicked ass, right? $400. Pleased to say my first 100K within 23. They should teach us in school. Thank goodness we have Sam. I appreciate you, Alex. Thank you so much, brother. Right, 20% the past week, 7% the past week. Thanks, Sam, and everybody involved in making this Discord. I'm glad I found that. I've been up. Give it a shot, okay? Again, we could just literally do a little random Russian roulette when it comes to what people are saying. PCA first, good one for me. Bang. Literally new member. And look, not every day is going to be green, right? Not every day is going to be green, and losing is part of the trading. And look at this, right? My man, make sure, I love to use this as an example. Look at this. Make sure I brought in, lost $1,500 over here, right? On mark this date, okay? Thursday, June 12th, lost $1,500. The day before that, he made 2K. Wednesday, June 11th. The day before that, he made $2,400. Tuesday, June 10th. The day before that, he made $1,800, right? Like, losing is part of trading, guys, right? And you just got to know how to lose. You got to know how to lose with grace and be able to actually, manage your risk and come back and win more, okay? So that's it. So check it out. The link is in the comment section. Oh, one more thing right now. Right now, we do also have a massive sale where the next 10 people that join, they do get access to this for a 50% discount. So there's really never been a better time to check it out than right now. Give it a shot. The link is in the comment section and description. Thank you for watching. Happy business trading. Your boy Sam.